in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series featuring Dr. Cal and his creation, Proto. Follow along as he learns how to live and survive beyond the confines of the Zelek dynasty. Last time, in the Doctor, Dr. Cal made it to the Fleet Titan Avisceral, where he was escorted by Commander Kurter to meet with Admiral Volton. Upon meeting the Admiral, he was a bit different than Cal expected. It seemed as though he was very... well, he knew about Dr. Cal. He knew about him pretty well, apparently. And it seemed as though there was something that he knew that even Dr. Cal didn't know. And he wished for, well, you, Dr. Cal, to go back to the other squadron, now known as Squad 119, and insinuated that, well, you should probe the mind of Liam for a specific blueprint, as he had just crafted something that the Admiral wishes to have. And he figured that since you are, like, you know him well enough, and also you're a Nugonian who can potentially probe his mind if he doesn't give you what he wants. You can get it. Plus, you have a bit of a rivalry going on with Liam, even though Liam doesn't know it. The Admiral doesn't necessarily know it, but you know, you're kind of upset about the fact that he was able to craft a frame for Buddy in 20 minutes.
30 minutes.
It was 20.
If I remember
it was 20.
It was
20 minutes.
20?
Yes.
It was 20?
Yes.
Ah, damn. He's even more pissed off.
But yes, and then you were also given a new bodyguard named Caliber, who is a Redicon, Arvesk Redicon. And upon returning back to the vessel, well, on your way back to the vessel, something occurred. It almost felt like there was some kind of tether that locked onto your mind, Dr. Cal, and everything just faded away from you. And you were brought to the brig of the Fleet Titan Avisceral. And before you was a Nugonian, and you could hear the voice of Montezelek speaking to you. On the outside, Caliber witnessed Dr. Cal go completely catatonic, start walking backward, hitting a few people. Those people who were kind of like hit by Dr. Cal stop moving and just stare at him as he walks to the brig, and you were able to call upon basically the commander, the operative, a bunch of other officers who came to try to figure out what the heck was going on. Proto was also able to get some more people as well, and you guys all followed Dr. Cal to the brig, and thankfully you didn't touch him. But there's definitely something up with this doctor that you are assigned to, Caliber. And after this strange event, you went to the vessel to go to the command colony of Rento to see Squad 119 for Dr. Cal's mission. And there, inside your chamber, Dr. Cal, you had Caliber call up the Admiral, and you told him about how Montezelic is in your head. And the Admiral seemed very just, whatever. But you are there now, and you're inside the vessel as it has just lifted off outside of the hangar of the Fleet Titan Visceral and is starting to make its way over to the Quantum Force to reach the command colony of Rento. You have a few hours at your disposal. What are the two of you going to do?
You want to go first?
Well, this is your series. I was gonna let you go first.
Trying to give Caliber some screen time. Fulcrum. Whatever I'm supposed to say. I don't remember. We've already messed it up.
We've messed it up several times now, but
yeah, we have. We've messed it up a lot of times. Dr. Cal is kind of resting. I imagine his head is still sort of thumping from...
Yeah, and your energy has been depleted a bit, too.
Yeah, no, it's all the way down to 22 from 60. So, Cal's just kind of sitting there, and as he's like kind of rubs his head, he's like, "Oh, right. Sylvie's up. I should probably..." And he pulls out his shiny new shitty codex that has basically no user friendliness.
All right,
and he starts
pull it out.
Yeah, and he kind of is like, "Sorry about that, Sylvie. Things happened." All right. Yeah. Man. I'm gonna still need some work on you. And Dr. Cal just kind of types out hello to Sylvie.
Okay.
Because I don't think they can respond to microphone yet.
Caliber, you see Dr. Cal just go like he's messaging someone on the codex. Proto looks over at you and then looks over at him and then is just like, "So, what's the plan now? I know you got you spoke to the you were going to meet with the all of them again, but what do you have any idea of what the Admiral wants?"
He wants a blueprint from Liam. Apparently he made something the Admiral finds interesting. Oh. And Dr. Cal checks the codex.
Hi.
Maybe... Wait, give me a second. Let me think. And he types that out to Sylvie, and while he's saying that out loud to everyone else, and he sends that. And then he types just to Sylvie. I'm not used to having to type. Let me think if I can get the way to let you hear speaker. I mean, microphone. What's the thing? Microphone.
Are you saying all that out loud, or you're just texting that?
Oh no, Dr. Cal says that out loud. Also,
Proto is just like
Dr. Cal's a loud typer.
You're trying to figure out a way to let Sylvie respond to us, like with a voice.
I mean, I'm not accessing the voice yet. I just want Sylvie not to have to wait on text. Imagine if you were stuck in a box and you couldn't hear anything.
Oh, that would suck.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And Dr. Cal starts trying to figure out how to get a rudimentary, like.
I mean, that's kind of how how Buddy was or is, right? That is how he is.
I think it's similar to Buddy.
Because now he has a body, right? That was.
Yeah. Wait. Right. He has a.
He was
Dr.
that little
has
cat
a moment where he's like, I don't remember a sin. Oh, right, it wasn't a sin frame. It was like
Remember, he built it within 20 minutes. He's better at crafting than you.
You had to remind me. God damn it, Proto. God. Was that just to say that, Proto? Did you have anything else useful to say?
I can probably help communicate with Sylvie.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
Well, Sylvie is an AI, right?
Yeah.
She should be able to understand Psyox.
Right, Psyops. Still crap, I don't have any way to speak Psyops. I have to figure that out one day.
Do you have a translator? Wait, do you have a translator? You're a mercenary.
I got a translator. Yeah, I've had a translator since the beginning of the game. I just have never used it once.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. Cal, he's like, I don't have a... Oh, I have a translator. And he goes over to his backpack. And he's like, I could have used this so many times. Jesus. And he pulls out a translator. He just like is hitting, like slaps himself in the head and then just takes out the translator. I forgot I had the translator. Jesus Christ.
You don't need to keep repeating the fact that you forgot that you have a translator, right?
Yeah. At this point, Calibur's just standing between them, extremely confused, like looking back and forth every time one of them talks. Okay, you two. Before this goes any further, what the heck is a Sylvie? What the heck is a Buddy? And why are we needing to steal a bow from Liam?
I don't think we said it was a bow.
Did he say it was a bow?
I don't think.
No.
Mentioned that it was a bow.
That's just that was just a little bit meta right there.
Dr. Cal, I don't even know if Dr. Cal knows it's a bow.
No.
He's just told to steal a blueprint.
A blueprint.
It was a bow.
No, it's a blueprint.
No,
it's
just a blueprint.
Dang.
You're just putting two and two together from the session yesterday.
Yeah, no, you're just putting two and two together.
I didn't listen to the session yesterday. All I did was just pop in and then pop back out.
I talked about the hypertrick bow outside of sessions, so that's probably what it is. No, it was never mentioned.
For it.
It was never mentioned that it was a bow.
Anyways,
we just have that. Well, the quantum rewrite.
We'll just say Caliber said blueprint.
Okay.
Thank you, Quanimo, for fixing all of our mistakes.
Well,
And editors.
Proto looks
AKA
over
Max.
at Caliber and is just like, well, Buddy is an AI that was designed by, well, I don't exactly know his manufacturer, but he had a little ball thing that he was put into by Liam, and then Liam crafted a little creature thingy to put him inside an actual body, so that Buddy can move around, and so now Buddy can move around.
Buddy is a ship AI that was given a cat-like body.
It is called a cabot.
The friend.
Cabot. Is that
What's
like a weird
What's a cabot?
mix?
I don't know. I think it has like it kind of has like a mangle face or something.
What?
What?
You're just like, what? Mangles, from
During this,
from Archaea.
Dr. Cal's making sure.
They got big floppy ears.
Kaya.
They're really fat and juicy. People hunt
Oh.
them. They hop
Is
around.
that the meat that you really like now, Proto? No, that was something else.
No, but it is a juicy meat, and it is good for like mangle soup. I learned all of this through the codex.
Well,
Dr. Cal doesn't even respond
Okay.
to the questions. Proto just kind of stole the TL. So,
okay, so then
uh,
what about Sylvie? Is Sylvie another, gestures at Proto?
Sylvie is Dr. Cal's ex AI girlfriend.
You made an AI
that
girlfriend?
Dr. Cal is not responding to either of you during this. It's just like
You did hear
okay.
3
He
notifications.
made sure that PsyOps is working.
You
Uh,
you did hear 3 notifications come from the phone, or from the codex.
yeah.
You see, hello. Are you there?
Hmm.
I don't like being
Dr.
ignored.
Cal. Yeah, Dr. Cal gets out the translator and changes it over to PsyOps.
Okay.
That's computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, Sylvie, tell me if this works. And he just, translates
Yep.
that.
It kind of goes up. That you get a, and it says that works. Hi.
Okay. That's a little easier to talk with you then.
It's good to
And
hear your
Dr. Cal's
voice.
just- well, that's good. So, right, I have.
How are things?
Because let me double check what this version of Sylvie was, because I've talked with you about this. This one doesn't have Sylvie's old memories yet.
No.
This was the test bed to make sure it doesn't just fry itself.
You got another message saying, how are things?
They're going good. How is it inside there?
A little cramped, but it's fine.
I should be able to get you some more sensors soon. I just needed to make sure you wouldn't immediately fry this thing. It's not put together too well yet.
Will there be a mark where I have a body?
I mean, it depends on what type of parts we can get scrounged around and how fast.
She wants
Oh,
a
and
body?
the doctor can. Oh, right. You speak science.
Right.
I always forget to speak science. Dr. Cal, it's like, Proto, can you talk with Sylvie for a bit? I'll talk with Caliber, since I don't know if we really talked too long. Might as well get to know you.
Sure, I'll talk to Sylvie. Maybe we will get along.
Hopefully. Hopefully you don't want to kill each other or something. That'd be bad.
Okay.
It'd be fun.
Here, I'll take her.
And Dr. Cal just hands Sylvie over to Proto. And he translates, I'll be right back. Here's Proto. he'll talk with you for a bit, because I assume it's probably pretty lonely in there. I'll be back after I talk with a business partner. Whatever you call
business partner.
I guess that's the right term for what Caliber is.
You hand it over to Proto. Proto grabs it, and then you see Proto just stare. And then you hear...
Oh, right. Silence. And I put down the translator, and I kind of go over to Caliber.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, Caliber. It's been... Well, you've seen. It's been a day.
It's been an understandable coincidence. Yeah.
Dr. Cal doesn't, like, put out a hand or anything. He just kind of looks up at you because he forgot how tall you were. Dr. Cal doesn't look up at people's faces too often. So he's like, right. What type of Redicon are you?
I'm an Arvesk.
Arvesk. Those are the fast ones?
Yeah. Faster. Not as strong as our brethrens, but they are a hell of a lot faster on the draw.
It's nice to meet you. So, why did you do work for your Shikari rule, right?
Yep.
Well, as long as you're not after my bounty, we'll be fine.
Actually, I haven't seen how much your bounty is.
Neither have I.
I pull up the mission.
The mission codex, okay?
Mission code.
Go ahead and roll me a computer's check. Go ahead and roll me a computer's check.
Gonna wait.
Computers. Where's computers at?
Computers is under... It's near the top, under athletics.
Athletics? Oh, yes. That's 4+, and that's intelligence +4, so that's 8 plus whatever I roll. Okay, then that's a D12. So let's see. I got a 9.
You start to look through. You always have a problem with navigating the sections in this codex, and Dr. Cal, you watch this, and it takes a second to like handle it. Please roll me a discipline. We'll check, Dr. Cal.
For not insulting this man. This is normal discipline, right?
Yes, normal discipline.
Okay. That would be a 12 plus 11 equals... that's a...
23.
23? Yeah.
You're patient enough, but you watch as he goes to different sections that, like, isn't... You can tell it's not the right section, and he's just like, oh, whoopsie, I went the wrong one, and you go to the next one, and he's just going through the list of different things, and then going to the wrong section. He's like, oh, that's not the right one, and then he goes back again. This takes about 5 minutes or so.
Caliber, do you need help?
And then he finally finds it.
I normally do this in person, dang it. Freaking technology.
Good thing you're in a sci-fi world.
He finds it under an umbrella that specifically states free missions for like everyone, and then there is one that literally states hunt the doctor. And you see there is a Nugonian technician named Dr. Cal. He is wanted for war crimes. His bounty on him is 7,000 volts.
Only 7,000?
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
That's exactly the same amount that you're getting paid for this.
Look over at Dr. Cal and I'm just like,
I wouldn't try it if I were you. I mean, screw it. I understand.
I have a one job at a time policy. he closes it and puts it back.
7,000, man. That's a lot. Well, not as much as I was expecting. For how many have come after me already?
I was expecting 10,000 at the least.
Like, okay, there was the sniper. And there was the drone. I don't remember if those were separate people, though.
Dr. Cal, please roll me a perception check.
Perception check? Caliber gonna kill me? Let's see here. That's gonna be a 6 plus... Oh, once again, another 23.
You look over and you see Proto is looking at the back of the codex and seems to be kind of looking at one of the screws and is trying to unscrew something.
My codex?
Yep,
Specifically the one with Sylvie?
Yep.
Proto, do you need help?
Oh no, I'm just checking to see if I can calibrate Sylvie a bit better.
All right, yeah. Go ahead. That was just the test version. There's a few more modifications I'm working on.
Okay, well, are you okay if I do this? I'll back away, but Sylvie asked me if I could.
Oh no, yeah, no. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. And you see,
I'll implement the changes later.
He continues to do so, and then you hear a attention, Dr. Cal, please report to the bridge immediately. And it goes.
Oh, they probably heard about the whole major enemy in my head thing. Also, I will be right back. Dogs. Sorry about that.
Oh no, the dogs.
So as Dr. Cal stands up and begins to walk out of this chamber, you see the door closes, and you are now sitting there, Caliber, and you look over at Proto, kind of working on this codex. What are you doing, Caliber?
I'm gonna walk over to Proto and just look at the codex, and it's like, did Dr. Cal actually make that?
Oh, yes. He makes a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Dr. Cal, we're on Caliber right now. You are now walking to the bridge, so
I'll mute them.
Proto just looks up. It's like, yes, a lot of things. Do you want something?
Well, I was curious about this. What things has he made?
He has made a lock.
The dossier said was
he
that...
also made me. Well, a part of me.
The dossier said on him was that he made a gun and half a gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Said
didn't say anything.
The main thing the main thing that he's known for within Core Command is the what's it called? The shoot around the corner. I came up with the name and I can't even remember the name. See, there's a lot of things that are going on in my head. I'm starting to feel more Prime-like, and it's kind of getting annoying sometimes. But
biological living things can be annoying sometimes.
You know, you're a little bit more on it than the Redicon that I have met.
Oh, you've met another Redicon?
Well, I met two, and I was able to analyze them a bit and see how their brain patterns work. But yours is a little bit. Your neurons fire at a higher rate than theirs. Are you more intelligent than them?
I guess kinda. I wasn't really raised by Redicons or trees.
What?
More detached from my own species than I am.
You weren't raised by
Others.
Redicon?
No, never really. Well, I guess you could say I never really got to meet my parents, but I didn't get raised by normal Redicons or any Redicons. Actually,
W-
it's a long story.
Were you raised? Are you an orphan? Or, like, were you by yourself when you were growing up?
Kind of both.
You,
Caliber flings his jacket back and pulls out his tech revolver and swings it around to show the redwood handles.
mhm.
Yeah, I guess just the handles kind of show how I grew up. Well, kinda.
Ah,
Didn't really have the same care or whatnot for everything else, but normal Redicon things. But I was raised by a Nugonian, if that helps.
you were raised by a Nugonian, like Dr. Cal.
Well, his line of work was slightly different.
Oh, yeah, of course. I figure based off of who you are. But I guess that makes sense as to why you're maybe a little bit quicker in the mind than most Redicon. You probably had their, I don't know how Dr. Cal explains it, their probe waves rubbed off on you or something. And then you see him
I guess.
kind of pop off the back of the codex. It's like, good, got it. Okay, now I can do a few things. And he sets it down, and then he goes over to what looks like a locking mechanism on this on the suitcase, silver suitcase thing. And you see him go over and he's like, turn it away, please. I don't think Dr. Cal wants you to know what this code is, and also even if you were to use this code, you'd probably die if you try to unlock this thing.
Wait, is that the lock you were talking about?
Yes.
What do you mean I'll die if I try to open it?
Just don't try to open it. And you see him go to start unlocking it, and then you see it and transforms into a little crafting station. And then you see he takes the codex, puts it on top of it, takes out a few little materials. It's like, okay, I'm going to try to use as few materials as possible to fix this thing up. And you see he begins to work on this little codex. Meanwhile,
I was just gonna watch in confusion.
Dr. Cal.
Yes. That's not the right accent. Yeah, yes.
The
What do
door
you need?
the door to the bridge opens up, and you see multiple different you see like two co-pilots in here, two pilots in here. So there's four people up on the bridge, and then you see Commander Carter looks back, and you see also beside Commander Carter is Operative Micah. Micah nods to you and begins to head out, and you walk up to Commander Carter.
I'm assuming the Admiral told you what happened.
I did not receive any information from the Admiral, no. But
Did I?
what
I
happened
told.
entirely? I know that you had an encounter with Montezolic. You told me that. But
Well,
has anything
it
else?
appears to be. Well, it appears to be worse than just an encounter with Monty Zalek. He did something. or he pulled on something old.
Pulled on something old. Elaborate.
I kind of look around. We're just in the middle of the bridge, right?
Yeah, and he looks over. It's like, turn on autopilot. Everyone leave. And you see them all. Autopilot gets turned on as you see all four of them leave the chamber. The chamber door closes. You see Commander Carter goes over to his little console on the side of his chair. He presses a button, and then you hear, secure zone activated.
Okay.
The room is secure.
There
Elaborate.
That makes it easier to say. Monty Zelik, Dr. Cal. Dr. Cal kind of does a little probe of himself because does he still feel that tether? Because that's almost what it feels. Because it seems like the tether's still active.
Roll me a discipline will check.
Discipline will check. Three plus, that's a 14 plus 6, which equals a 20.
You close your eyes for a second. And then you feel... Oh, what is this? Why... You're... trying to see if I'm still here.
Just double checking. And Dr. Cal opens his eyes if he can.
You open your eyes. As you do open your eyes, you take another 10 points to your energy.
Ah, great. Dr. Cal just kind of... he's low on energy right now, so he just kind of
You kind of fall over a little bit, and you see Commander Carter grabs onto you. He's like, "Are you okay? What is he saying to you?"
He's not saying anything right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with this. He's in there.
Let me talk to him.
I don't know how to let him talk to you.
You look at him. You look at Commander Carter, and you can see a fire in his eyes. Like, he is desperate.
No, he's traumatized. I remember. I remember the Newconian he killed for lesser things. Oh, God. I have no way of knowing how to let him talk to you. My only thought is to probe your mind, but that's 1,000 times more dangerous right now.
I can take it.
I'm not going to do that for concern. I'm already compromised. We don't need a captain to be compromised.
Please roll me an influence check.
How this is gonna fail. Hey, have you ever heard of a 0? That's a 0.
You feel Commander Carter clench your shoulder tight. And he's just like, at some point, I will speak to him.
I understand, Captain. But that's the big development. And Dr. Cal is like, now that he's like starting to get back up on him now, since his energy's so low.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay. Let me see what happened. We were heading back from the bridge after talking with the Admiral. He gave me a mission. And as we were heading back, something happened. Monty did something. He almost did. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. He kind of was able to pull on my mind, like I can only imagine he tethered to my mind, as far as I understand that concept. And he was able to pull me to the break. I don't know what was going on around me. I heard afterwards that people who touched me would be frozen or something along those lines, but I couldn't see anyone.
He lets go of your shoulder and he just stares at you. And you can see, you can see on his face. You don't even need to roll an analyze check or anything like that, but you could see...
He's mad.
His anger.
I went up the elevator. It's still...
Stop talking now.
Nothingness. Okay. What do you want me to do then, Commander? Dr. Cal looks up at the big man.
Report everything that he tells you to me.
I will.
And the next time he talks to you, tell him I'd like to meet him.
Okay, I will. We'll see what he has. About that, he'd probably like to meet you too, judging by how chatty he can be at times.
You're dismissed.
Dr. Cal just leaves.
You go over to the door as it opens up, and you walk through, and you see the four people, the four pilots and two co-pilots walk in, and begin to get all set up. As you are there, what do you do?
Dr. Cal is now fully focused on technology again. His kind of look of kind of sadness, because he knows how angry Commander Carter was in there. He just stops thinking about it, and he kind of is like, okay. I hope Prolo doesn't screw up my codex. And he starts going, speed walking down there.
You start
back to his room.
You start to head back over there. I'd like you to roll me another discipline will check as you head over there.
Oh, man, Matt. Oh, there's an 11. That's already a 22, and then I add 6, so that's a 28. That's the best I can do, Matt. Don't kill me. I'll roll a 1 again.
As you are walking, you suddenly hear a slight voice. Dr. Cal. Are you there? It sounds like the kinetic.
What? Yes.
It felt faint. You can't hear the voice anymore.
He's cutting off my connection to everything else, isn't he?
I'd like you to roll me a perception check.
Perception check. That would be... Oh, man. The rolls are either good or bad today. That's a 2 plus an 11 plus a 6, which would be altogether a 19.
19. Okay. As you are walking back over to your chamber, you take a few turns, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get grabbed and pulled aside over to the side, and you see it looks like Quive has grabbed you and put you to the side and looks at you. The Negonian, the other Negonian inside this vessel.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was that asshole. It's Quive. I thought I was about to die. I honestly thought he was going to kill me. And Dr. Cal is like shooken. He's like, yes?
And you see he looks you up and down. You're
Screwed? There's a lot of words, yes.
What happened? What did the commander have to say?
He's mad. Are you okay if I do telepathy?
And he looks back and forth like he's hiding from people. And he says, Corps Command isn't what you think. Be careful. And then you see he...
Man, I already don't trust them. You can't just hit me with they're not what you think.
You see he lets go. He's like... I can't explain it, but... They took something from me. From my squadron. I think I'm the only one who knows. Or at least feels something off.
I'm trying to remember.
You're not a part of Corps Command, right?
I'm a consultant.
They must not have you in their clutches yet.
I didn't trust them all the way to begin with. Dr. Cal says that very quietly.
You're a technician, right? Are you careful? Are you cautious?
Dr. Cal, this is trying to think. It's probably time to lie. Yes.
You hear in your head, through telepathy, look up. Admiral Volton and his exploits. Try to see if you can find information on Counter Command. Please. And you see he begins to walk off. And then looks down 2 hallways and then goes left. What do you do?
Dr. Cal's like, governments. And he starts walking back to
His room.
his little thing.
Yep, you go over to your room and the door slides open and you see...
It's not the one bad government, you come right into another one.
You see
Jesus
Caliber
Christ.
is standing there hovering over Proto, who is kind of working on the codex for a second, and then you see him kind of, alright, I think this is the finishing touch. Here you are. And I'm going to slide this back in. Oh. Hi, Doctor.
I'm glancing over Proto's work as he's finishing up. See if there's any mistakes I can point out. Be like, before you close up.
Go ahead and roll me a mechanics check.
Ooh. Mechanics check. Wait. Do I want to use salvaging on this dumb thing? yeah, nope, that's a Dr. Cal move. I'm using salvaging, man.
Okay.
Is that fine, Matt?
Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Okay. Oh, that's... Wait, salvaging, is that just for crafting?
No.
Okay. I thought I was mistaking it for something else. Okay. Matt, you're not going to believe this. I got 211, so that's a 22. and then we add intellect, and we got
So
a
that's a 34 plus
And
6,
then we added
which is 40.
mechanics,
Oh,
which
no,
is
no.
5.
Oh, 5. Okay, so that's a 45 total, right? Because you added the coding as well.
Oh, because I have to add coding. It's a 45 total. Yes. Man, I wish
You look
that,
at
God,
it,
that's funny.
and his work is flawless. It's strange. It looks like he added a few things inside the actual coded, not just the coding, but the mechanical structure of the codex underneath.
Dr. Cal just goes over and he like pats Proto on the back. Flawless work.
I'm okay if I did this, right? Like, this is fine.
Oh no, it's perfect, Proto.
Okay.
Dr. Cal's just admiring this.
All right.
This is
well,
a
then,
work of art to Dr. Cal.
I made sure to fix it up. This was about your time out there was about like 30 minutes or so. And he flips it over, and this codex took you like a lot of the time during that week of crafting and stuff. And Proto flips it over. He's like, "All right, Sylvie, here you go." And he presses on the codex, and then all of a sudden you see a light shine up, and then a holographic image appears. And you see what looks like an image of a Yen female stands there. Her hands behind her back. She is kind of leaning forward a little bit. Her eyes are closed. And she looks up. Her eyes blink 3 times. And she says, "Hello."
Yeah. Good to actually see you again, Zoe. Well, I suppose you don't know about that yet.
Well,
That's a
hello
coding
there.
problem.
"Hello there, Doctor." And you see she kind of like smiles at you.
Dr. Cal actually takes a moment. There's a little bit of a tear. He's remembering some good times.
Oh, did I do something wrong?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Old
I'm
memories.
sorry.
No. Old memories, Sylvie. Old memories.
Well, maybe we can make new ones. And she smiles at you.
Okay. Well, now it's time
she looks over,
to
like,
work on some more code.
"Why, hello there." And then she looks over at Caliber. Is like, "How are you?"
Oh, fine.
You see the
I guess.
holographic image begins to walk over across the actual crafting station like table, and like actually looks like it's walking as it walks over to the corner, and you see the light is like shining over there. And then you see Proto looks back at you, Doctor, and he's just like, you like it? I was able to make it so that she can move."
Well, I should tide her over until we can get her another form of body.
It's like, you're pretty big. What are you?
I'm a Redicon.
A Redicon? You see she looks back at you, Dr. Cal.
Yeah.
You seem like you're tired, exhausted, drained.
We've had a day.
Proto looks back at you. He's like, I'm sure Sylvie here and Dr. Cal might want to relax a little bit together, And you see Proto just smiling at you.
This is awkward. It's my creation. You can't set me up with my own creation. It's an awkward thing to do, Proto. Son, who has some of their programming.
Well, Cal? Yes?
Well, I do need to work on some of your coded bits. I want to try giving you access to old memories, but they're gonna need some upgrades to software so you can actually format
I need
them
another
to your
discipline
new
will check
body.
from you.
I'm gonna die. You know what? Let's do the blue dice this time. That was a bad move. Blue dice screwed me over. That's a 3, so that's a 14. That's a 20.
Dr. Cal.
Monty?
It almost sounded like a mixture of Monty and the Kinetic.
Oh, that's not a good sign. That's a bad sign.
As this does happen, though, you
Like more energy loss?
take 2 points to your energy.
Oh. Yeah, Dr. Cal Rise not so like he took any more stuff, but you know, it's getting pretty low.
What are you at?
In the energy department.
What are you at right now?
10. 10.
Yeah, you should definitely think about maybe resting.
I don't remember what happens when you lose all your energy, but it's not
You
good.
died.
Oh, you straight up die?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I would love to do that. But... And Dr. Cal just goes over to where his bed is and just knocks out.
You see this, Caliber, happen. Caliber, I'd like you to roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception is will plus 2. No, it's plus 8. Plus 8. Then D12. I got an 18 for perception.
As you look at Dr. Cal just pass out over there, you see
Immediately.
Proto looks over, is like, he does seem like his energy is depleted a lot. Perhaps it's that Montezelic inside him. And you look at Dr. Cal and you also feel like there's a presence surrounding him, surrounding you. And you can't help but feel this maniacal energy that begins to constrict your chest. And you hear as you feel this, you feel a sensation like the way to protect this Dr. Cal is to put him out of his misery. Plus, if you did put him out of his misery, you could just collect the bounty. I'd like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, Matt.
Perception.
Matt, if I die here,
It's gonna be the Cal series.
the singular Cal series. Because Proto is going to kill Caliber immediately.
Oh no, it's
Well-
a 14.
You feel this hand grab your shoulder, and you see a what looks like large black fingers that extend out and are sharp, that grab onto your shoulder, and what looks like a face that begins to emerge next to you. And then you hear a voice. Oh, don't you think that it would be easier to handle it this way? Come now. I'd like you to roll me a lore check.
A lore check?
Yes.
No. They would have. Well, he is radical.
My lore is blank, so I'm just gonna.
That's just gonna be straight intellect. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 12 plus 4. Alright?
Yep, so D12 plus 4.
What was that Proto was saying about quick wit?
That's 11.
11. You don't know what this is. You try to think about what this is, but you feel like it's enticing you through some kind of emotion in you. Some kind of dark emotion in you. Like a part of yourself is wanting to do something wicked. And you see Proto is over there talking to Sylvie. And it's almost muffled, the him talking to Sylvie. But you can feel like you need to get out of it. Like if you need to get out of it, or you do it. And then you hear, why the struggle? Come now. You're a hunter, aren't you? You like to hunt. There's prey who is ready to be hunted. What do you say or do, Caliber?
Oliver is just standing there, his hand near his holster, and he just says, nothing sporting about weak prey.
Oh, he is not weak. He is just laying there. Perhaps you can wake him to watch the life deplete from his eyes. Wouldn't that be a sight to see? You have the weapon at your disposal. And then you hear, Caliber. Are you okay? You look.
I think something happened to me.
What happened? You're just standing there. Yeah, you're just staring at Dr. Cal. They won't understand. you explain it, they'll just dismiss it. They'll think you're crazy. They'll get in your way. What do you do, Caliber?
It's decision time, boy.
What is
Caliber
that?
is
Someone's
going-
talking in the background.
Pay no attention to them.
That's the devil on Caliber's shoulder.
So, what is Caliber going to do?
Caliber is going to pull the pistol out of his holster and hand it handle first to Proto.
You see Proto stands up as soon as you pull the pistol out, and he gets in a position like he's ready to defend, and then you go to hand it over. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" It's like, "What are you doing, Caliber?" He reaches.
I think there's something in my head.
He reaches his hand out to you. He's like, "Oh, okay," and he goes and grabs the gun. It's like, You're weak. You feel like whatever that was is gone. Do you want me to just hold on to this for now?
Yeah, you need to hold on to that because I think this is something similar to Cal, and it wants him dead.
Oh, okay. Is Montezelic in your head?
How am I supposed to know what Montezelic sounds like in my head when I've never heard Montezelic in person?
Well, I mean, if you put two and two together, then maybe Montezelic got into your head, but why would Montezelic try to kill Dr. Cal if Dr. Cal says that Montezelic wants him for something?
I don't know.
This doesn't make any sense.
Is there something about Dr. Cal I don't know about? Like, is there like some weird magic wiggly goo?
Why don't
trying
you
to
use the
kill him?
the codex? It's like Proto looks over. He's like,
Eh?
"Oh, maybe I can use the codex. The codex. I have so Dr. Cal has a codex that actually has all the information within the archives at Macroniax. So maybe I could access something and see if we could research whatever it is that's going on in your head."
Okay, so scary black monster thing. Deep.
Scary black
Claws.
monster thing.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all.
You see,
like,
he
it's
goes
so real.
he goes over to Dr. Cal's body. He's like, "Okay, let me see if he has the TL codex on here." And Dr. Cal.
It would be in Dr. Cal's backpack.
Yeah. So he goes and searches through, and he finds it. He's like, "Okay, I found it. Okay, let me see. What'd you say? Scary black creature thingy, right?"
Scary black creature thingy with claws, able to speak language perfectly.
Able to speak language perfectly.
Yes, I
Language.
doubt the language barriers affect it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. I got information on void walkers and how they're forbidden. So maybe it's a void walker. Are you consumed by the void?
Maybe. Not that I know of. I don't remember being in any voids.
So you're not consumed by the void. If you were, you'd be trying to consume everything in your path, every person in your path. I don't think you're trying to consume anyone, unless you were trying to consume him.
Maybe the Void Walker needed its once Dr. Cal's essence, and the only way to get it is to kill him.
That is probably a possibility. Well, maybe when we wake up, we could talk to Dr. Cal, and maybe he'll have a better answer for us.
Maybe. But for now,
I
don't
guess.
think this conversation will leave this room.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Maybe take a load off. Go to the fighting room for all the enforcers and stuff. Maybe like do some training. See if you can get this out of your head or something. At least that's what would help me. And then Dr. Cal's thing is, he goes and starts crafting stuff, and that gets everything out of his head. So that's probably the best bet you have, right?
Yeah,
I think that's right.
probably.
Right, Sylvie? He's like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think that's the best thing you could probably do right now. Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, sure. If we're going to be working together, we might as well see what each other can do.
All right, sounds good. Well then, Sylvie, you watch. Wait, actually, maybe it's not a good idea to leave Dr. Cal here alone. I can watch him. Yes, but I mean, like, we need something physical to protect him, just in case,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. In that case, you stay here. I'll go blow off some steam.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know if you need a break, and then we can kind of, switch back and forth.
Yeah.
You get up, and the door slides open. You head down to the training bay. As this happens, Dr. Cow, I'd like you to roll me.
The discipline will check?
A discipline will check.
God damn it. I don't want to die, Matt. Matt, I don't want to die. Too young to die. 28. The sound of death. Oh, okay.
Dr. Cow,
Yes.
as you fall asleep, you feel an encroaching sensation of just spikes beginning to pierce at you. You feel sweat beginning to pour out of your pores, and you can't help but just feel your heart beating, almost like it's trying to escape your chest. You see this green and black liquid that begins to expand across your entire peripherals, and you feel yourself beginning to fall into it, and it begins to suffocate you, and you see the bubbles beginning to pop out of your mouth. You try to reach up and try to get back out, but you can't, and you fall. And you continue to fall. And then you feel a familiar sensation of falling through the quantum realm. But then it almost feels like you get pulled around and spun around in multiple circles, in multiple spirals, until you land. You feel exhausted. You look around, and you see what looks like multiple cylindrical tubes that remind you of the chamber where you had the experiment to build Proto. There are 6 of them surrounding you. And there is a spotlight on you above you, Everything past these tubes are all black. You cannot see anything past them. What do you do?
Dr. Cal, I imagine he like fell onto his back. That's how it sounded.
Yes.
He slowly gets up and he's breathing hard. He's like, God, fucking damn, shit. And he gets up onto his legs. He's like, oh, this isn't the place I've been before. God. Monty, you out there? Seems like a place you would want.
No response.
You said everything outside of these tubes was black?
Yep. You see on these tubes there are panels on them. Computer panels.
Oh. It's probably not a good idea, but I have nothing better to do. And Dr. Cal goes over to one of the computer panels.
Okay, so there are six.
A random one.
Okay, there are 6 of them. If you're gonna just do a random one.
Well, they don't seem to have any deciding factors. You described them as very similar.
Yeah,
so
they all look identical as you are here. And
okay, yeah. Random one it is.
You go up to the one as you kind of spin around, you go up to one that is when you landed, let's say when you landed, the one that is behind you to your right. And as you turn towards it and you go over to the panel, you check it out, and I'd like you to roll me a computers check.
Computers check. Hey, that's a 12. Computers. So that'll be 24 plus 6. Right, I do have 6. Yeah. 30.
30.
But that doesn't open it. Nothing will.
You look at this as it shows what looks like a detailed screen of information. It reads in Votanian.
Good thing I know that.
Montezelic. And it says all these what looks like different numbers that are just coded into it. And as you read these numbers, the numbers, if you would like to write them down.
Dr. Cal will write them down.
Okay. Do you
give me a sec.
Yeah, do you want...
Where's my pen? Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? Oh, right, my dog ate it. Sorry. My dog ate my pencil today. I'm not joking.
Oh my gosh.
That puppy. I swear to God. Okay, what's the numbers?
All right. Numbers are 562.
562.
767.
Is there like a dash?
There are spaces between each one.
What was the second one?
767.
No, was...
So 562. 767. 949.
949.
258.
58.
And 119.
119. And before this, it said Montezelic?
Yep, it says Montezelic at the top of it.
Okay.
Can you repeat those numbers back to me?
562 767 949 258 119.
Yep. I'm just gonna post that into our chat and then pin it so that we have
it permanently,
Yes.
not in just my sketchbook.
Yep. You see that? What do you do?
Okay. Is that all the information that pops up on
Yes. Yes.
this? Dr. Cal goes to the one to his left.
Okay. You go to the one to your left. As you go over to the
Running.
one to your left, it says Montezelic at the top again. This time, the numbers are all... It looks like they're the same sets of 3 numbers, but just in a different order.
What's this order?
This one is 258
258
767
767
119
119
562 949.
It's 2. I was about to say that doesn't sound right. 949.
So it would be 258 767
Yep.
119 562
562 949.
949. Do
Are
that.
there multiple Monty Zelics? Is that why he's so powerful? Are there? There's Multizelic, isn't there?
There's
There's
Montezelic.
Multizelic. After that, Dr. Cal's like, well, I guess I'm doing this. And he goes over to the one to the left.
Alright, you go over to the one to your left. As you go over to the one to your left, you see it says Montezelic on top of it again. This
Yep.
one starts with 949,
949.
and then it goes 767
767
562
562
119
119
258.
258.
Yep.
Well, there's 3 more to go. And Dr. Cal just keeps going to the next one.
Okay,
Unless
next
something stops him.
next one. As you
yep.
go up to the next one, this one says 119
119.
767
What is with the 767s all being the same?
258.
Sorry, I'm having pencil difficulties.
Sorry.
Okay. 119 767.
258.
What's it? 258?
258 949
949
562.
562. Yeah, Dr. Cal keeps going.
All right. The next one. This one reads 562
62
767
67
119.
19.
No other numbers.
Okay.
The last one says Montezelic on it and no numbers on it.
No numbers at all.
Nope.
There's a pattern, isn't there? Oh, god damn it. No. It's not that easy.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm seeing a pattern. I'm bad with pattern recognition, so I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it right. Because one of them doesn't line up with the pattern, but the rest of them do. Which is the first one that I looked at was 562. Let me double check. I wrote down the same stuff you did. 562. Why? Okay, the rest. That one doesn't follow the same pattern as the rest of these. Or does it? And I'm just looking at the pattern wrong. I'll figure this out later. I don't think we need to do this right now.
No, don't worry.
I'm already seeing a pattern. Mm-hmm. If I was Dr. Cal Smart, I would have been able to figure this out. I am not Dr. Cal Smart. I am a dumb.
What are you doing?
Dr. Cal is just kind of sitting there, and he's like, "Are there multiple? What? Why?"
When you look at these screens, there is some kind of button at the bottom of each one that you didn't necessarily notice before until you got to the one that has no numbers on it. You're actually able to notice that there is a button at the bottom. It's like a little touchscreen button that it's faint, but like it's faint like to a point where it wouldn't you would only notice it like if you really focused on it.
Do you want me to enter some numbers? What is this?
Do you
click on
a button?
Yeah, Dr. Cal clicks on the button.
Which one? On which one?
Wait. All of them have the thing, right?
All of them have the thing, except two of them are, well, all of them are kind of different in their own ways. But two of them, there's one that only has 3 sets of 3, and then there's one that has nothing, no sets of 3 at all. But which one will you do?
God damn it, Matt. Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried if I touch the wrong one without getting this pattern, I'm going to die. Are you going to make me sit here and figure out this pattern before I'm paralyzed in fear?
No.
About what these buttons do?
But it's up to you whether or not you're going to press a button and just be Dr. Cow and be stupid and make a decision without really thinking through everything, or is Dr. Cow going to actually try to think through everything?
Dr. Cal's going to try to think through this.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to switch over to Caliber. Caliber.
Yes.
You're kind of training inside the training room, and then you see what looks like the door slides open. Well, the door slides open, and then you see walking in is this Prime. This Prime who is rather big. He has these like the spiked up hair, and he looks over towards you, and he goes over to his own like little training area, and then you see him kind of look at it, and look at this like training dummy, and he kind of pulls out what looks like a photon knife, and you see him pull out another one, and he's like, and you see him spin them in his hands, and he looks over at you, and he just kind of smirks, and then you see him begin to train as well. What do you do?
I'm gonna look over at him and say, "You looking for a sparring partner?"
He goes and stops. He looks at you. It's like, and he looks you up and down. I could go for one, yeah. And as he goes and walks over towards you, you see him kind of spin his photon blade, and he kind of grabs it and looks at you. He's like, "Are we going weapons? No weapons? What are we talking here?"
Let's go non-lethal weapons. Sounds a bit funner.
Non-lethal. All right. You see him put his photon blades back inside his holsters. And he's like, "All right, let me see." He pulls out a tech blade, and he's like, "That's good enough."
Good enough for me.
All right. And you see him get prepared. As he gets prepared, you suddenly hear over the intercom, "Attention, all crew members. We are approaching the quantum force. Everyone get within their safety harness at once. That is all." And then you see him like, crap. And he looks
Save it till after.
Yeah, I suppose. And you see him go over to the wall. He goes and presses his palm onto the wall as two safety harnesses, actually 4 safety harnesses pop out of the wall. And you see he goes and begins to strap in. And you go and sit by him.
I sit one away from him.
Okay, you kind of give a little bit of some room between the two of you as you go and begin to strap in. And he looks over at you. He's like, "The name's Viking."
Caliber.
"You're a bounty hunter, aren't you?"
Yep.
"What are you
Brought
doing?"
on for a special job.
"You're here to guard that dumbass Nugonian?"
Yeah, the scientist.
Eh. Let me ask you something about him.
What's up?
Do you think that he's playing us all for a fool? Like he's a part of the whole Dhamma cortex and he's going to plant seeds in our minds?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Says a Redicon.
Don't think.
And you see, he clips everything together. And then, you hear, "Approaching the quantum force in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'd like you to roll me a discipline check.
Okay, so that's 7. 7 plus 5. Oh no.
Where is my sound effect? I'm looking for my sound effect. There's my sound effect. I like that sound effect.
That's a 19.
19. All right. You feel this sensation of all of your vision beginning to contort and geometric patterns beginning to flow through as a fractal element begins to make you feel like you're falling and collapsing through space as all the noise around you, all the ambiance of the spacecraft itself begins to fade away, and you return back. You see, you're here. The ship is still here. You see Viking looks over at you, is like, "All right, we're out of it." You see he kind of begins to unbuckle himself. As he unbuckles himself, you get a message from your
I'm
codex.
gonna check it.
You see, it's like, "Hey," it is from Proto. It says, "Hey, can you come back to the room for a second? I think there's something wrong with Dr. Cal."
Just gonna send back. On my way. Gonna look at.
Also, can you retrieve Dr. Dresden as well?
Dr. Dresden? I'm like, okay, where is he?
Should be in the med bay.
I'm gonna look at Valk and just be like, duty calls. I'm gonna put like Codex away and
Viking looks over,
walking to the med bay.
Really? You're just leaving?
I'm just gonna turn around, shrug, and be like, what can I say? Special contracts require me to do certain things.
Fuck it. And you see he goes back to training as you head out of the training room, and you begin to head over to the med bay. You go and retrieve Dr. Dresden, who looks at you as like, oh, sure, I can accompany you. Do you need me to bring my med station for this? Or a med pack, or what?
Yeah. It's a new.
I'll bring
Dr. Cal.
I'll bring a med pack to see his condition. And you see, he goes
you're
in.
gonna want to bring everything. Let's go.
Oh, okay. And you see he grabs a med station and then a med pack, and you see him holding like this like metallic suitcase that is blue, and then he puts his backpack over his shoulder, his med pack over his shoulder, and begins to head out with you. And you guys go back to the chamber. As the door opens up, you see Proto is just sitting there, and you see Dr. Cal is currently standing up on his bed, and you see him putting his hands out like he's miming, and he is just spinning, like he's twirling around. His eyes are completely shut. And Dr. Dresden is like, Dr. Cal? And Protoss is just like, he's been doing this since we got out of the Quantum Force. Okay, and Dr. Dresden goes over and begins to take scans. I've never. Okay, he must be sleepwalking or something. And you see there's definitely a lot of brain activity going on. Has he ever done anything like this? No, he's never. He's talked to the Allfather and stuff. He's talked to other this other thing too. I don't know, but this might be Montezelic or something. Well, it doesn't seem like he's hurting himself. It's like, yes, but this doesn't make any sense. He never moves when he does these things. He just kind of sleeps. And you see Dr. Dresden looks over at you, Caliber, is like, I'm going to need to take him to the med bay and restrain him. Could you help me restrain him? He looks at you.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. I'm gonna walk over there and just kind of lift Dr. Cal up.
As you walk over there, I'd like you to roll me a straight intellect check.
Okay. That's 4 plus D12, right?
Yes.
$13.
Last time when this was happening, everyone he touched started to act differently. You hesitate for a second. You hesitate for a second, and you don't know if you should touch him. What do you do?
Calvin just stops, looks over at Proto and goes, You wouldn't still happen to have a long pipe over there, would you?
A long pipe? Well, why would I have a long pipe? That would be like in the crafting bay or something.
Well, there's a crafting station right there, isn't there?
Yes, but we don't have pipes. We're not like building something big or anything like that with this thing. What's wrong? You hear the doctor say. Dr. Dresden. Dr. Dresden.
Last time. Well, Doctor, last time this happened, everybody that touched him went into a kind of catatonic state. So, don't know if I should actually physically touch him. I was just going to poke him with a pipe and see what happens.
Maybe I can do it, Proto says. And Proto goes over, is like, here, I'll touch him. And he's like, Dr. Dresden's like, okay, yes, go ahead, touch him. And you see, Proto goes and grabs onto him. Dr. Cal.
I'm losing my mind with this goddamn puzzle. I'm like almost there. I know I'm missing something.
Don't think too hard. Don't think too hard.
Wait, too late. Matt, I've been trying to figure out this puzzle the entire time.
Dr. Cal.
Calibur's been doing his own thing.
Dr. Cal,
Yeah?
you are just trying to understand what is going on when suddenly the the tube where it says 562767119, and that's it, begins to drain out all of the liquid, the energy liquid that you remember. It begins to drain through this, what looks like an actual drain at the bottom of the tube. And as it drains down, you see Proto.
Proto?
He looks like he's just
No.
unconscious standing there.
Well, that's interesting. Why's Proto here?
Meanwhile, you see Proto grabs onto Dr. Cow. Is like, I mean, I'm fine. And you see Dr. Cow's it has stopped moving at this point. It's like, okay, it looks like he stopped. Okay, let's set him down. And he tries to set him down. He's like, come on, doctor, I don't want to hurt you. Sit down. And you see Dr. Cow is struggling to sit down. He's not sitting down. I'll need to actually put him down if I... Like, do you want me to put him down? Like, actually put him down? I can, but it's just... I don't want to force him. Well, we're going to force him and restrain him, so that, like... Grab him and bring him with us, okay? Okay, well then he then lifts him up and kind of flips him onto his shoulders, and it's just like, alright, let's take him. And Caliber, as you look at Dr. Cal, you can see it almost looks like he is struggling. Like he needs help. And Proto just is holding him and walking him out. The door opens up. As you continue to pull him out. I would like you to roll me a perception check. Sorry, I'm like pausing for a second because Dr. Cal is sending me stuff, so I'm reading it too.
Okay, so perception, will plus 5 plus 8.
Perception should be will, yeah.
Yep. And then 22. As you look around, you notice a Nugonian down one hallway near your room that looks around the corner and then tries to hide. And you guys continue to walk over towards the lift, go inside the lift. Are you going to stop to see if see about this Nugonian who's staring at you guys? Or looking at you guys, hiding from you guys? Or are you just... Yeah, I'm going to stop to check if he's still there.
Okay. You stop to check, and you look back over that way. And you walk down that hallway. Because if you start to walk back, you see Proto look back at you. He's like, "Are you coming with us?"
There's something I need to check out, and I start walking toward the other Nugonian.
Okay, you begin to head down that way, and you hear them go into the lift. As you head down that way, and you see as you pop around the corner, the Nugonian's gone. I'd like you to roll me another perception check.
$18.
You see him pop his head around the corner. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he pops back behind another wall down to your left, and you begin to head that way. Are you gonna say something or?
No, I'm just going to silently continue to follow him.
Okay, you begin to follow him. As you walk down that path, you hear it's like, "Oh crap," and you see the Nugonian step out. He's like, "Hello. Good day."
Just gonna...
And he kind of just waves his hand to you.
Okay, tell me what I need to know right now.
Is there something wrong with the sorry, I forgot his name. The guy that you're guarding. What happened to him? Did Core Command do something? He says quietly. He looks around. You see, you're starting to tell that this Nugonian is a little paranoid. But you're not a part of Core Command, right? You're just getting paid by them, right?
Yeah, I'm with Shikari Rule.
Okay.
Now, what's got you so fidgety?
Just the old, I'm just worried about a Nugonian ally. That's all it is, really. And he's like, come into my room. I have a secure zone ready for us, if you want to talk.
Lead the way.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go hang out. Maybe we could play some Krunami or something. And you see, he begins to walk down the hall. And as you walk with him, he goes up to his room. He types in a little code as the door slides open, and it closes behind him. And he looks back. He's like, making sure the secure zone is activated. And you see it. Secure zone activated. Okay. How much is Core Command paying you?
Hmm. 7,000.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Trying to buy me out or something?
Who hired you? Like which officer or commander, or you were hired by Commander Kurter or higher up than that?
Higher up.
Ah, fuck. Which one? Which one?
Crap.
Admiral Volton.
Admiral Volton. Thank you.
Shit. How loyal are you?
Well, guy was shifty as fuck. I doubt he'll even try to pay me when all this is done.
You, so if, you were to be paid more than what he's paying you, would you be interested in, I don't know, something different? Or trying to, or are you, do you want to put an end to corruption?
Are you trying to get me to go into open revolt against Core Command?
No, not open revolt. There's already a faction for that. Do you know anything about what's been happening out in the Foundation region? Anything at all? Come on, you're a bounty hunter, right? You must have seen some of the, or like been hired by Counter Command at times, maybe. Or wait, no, maybe Counter Command wouldn't hire on Shikaris since. Fuck. You see him look down. He's like, crap. What's wrong with your the guy that you're guarding? The other Nugonian.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay, well, listen. The Admiral did something. The Admiral and, well, the Admirals. There are 3 Admirals. I'm not sure about one of them, but I definitely know that Admiral Volton is a part of it. And it has to do with the champion. The champion. I remember she's missing. She's been missing for so long. Please. You have to find the champion.
What's the champion?
The champion of Venus. The bird people. You know? You know what I mean? I have these glimpses. And you see him turn around. I have these glimpses. I remember her. Please, you have to find her. You see him turn around. You see he is desperate. I feel like answers will come if it will make sense. And maybe he can help. He You're a Nagonian that you're watching? Maybe?
Yeah. This.
You see, what are you thinking right now?
Right now, I'm thinking this Nugonian is off his mind. Like he's either high on some type of substance, and or genuinely not mentally there.
He looks like he's shaking a bit.
Hey,
Listen, I haven't told anyone. I'm only telling people who are outside of Core Command, okay? Only people who are outside. Please, trust me.
wait.
Look into
So
it.
anybody that just
I already told your Nugonian technician guy. I told him to look into Admiral Volton, look into Counter Command, just all the information, his exploits. See for yourself, okay? Please.
so. Wait a second. Who all have you told about this?
You and the Nugonian.
Only us two.
Only people that I know are not a part of Core Command. I don't know if I can trust my own squadron. You see, he looks down. Please, I have these. I feel like there's an emptiness inside my mind, and it's been eating away at me. Please.
Okay. This is definitely something. Definitely something sketchy about Core Command.
You,
I haven't.
are you saying this?
I haven't heard of them even.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
He looks like he's like, so you'll help me?
I haven't made my mind up on helping you yet, but I'm just agreeing with you. There's something sketchy happening here.
Just
But listen,
yeah.
Once this thing with Dr. Cal is over, once he wakes up, if he wakes up, come find us.
Okay.
We'll look into it all together.
Okay.
With the help of his son, of course. It's a freaking withered with technology.
Okay.
But for now, keep this between us.
Yeah.
I don't care if someone comes up to you outside of
Oh no, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Command.
I'm not gonna tell anyone. Don't worry. I'm not gonna tell anyone. This
Okay.
is big. Whatever it is, I feel like it's big. To be honest, when I looked it up, I feel like Counter Command is right. Like,
Wait, you looked this up?
the theory. Counter Command believes that
What?
Core Command caused the reset. And this part of me...
Wait.
This part of me in my head, like I don't remember. It feels... like an emptiness. And then you hear a knock on the door. As you see, he looks over. Just 1 second. You need to hide. You need to hide now. Coming. I just need. I just need to get dressed. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Please roll me a stealth check.
I will activate a stealth field.
Okay. Yeah. Go. If you're activating a stealth field, add a D8 to the stealth roll.
Okay. Wait. Shit. Oh no. We never did the modifier for agility. Oh no. The stealth modifier, we never did it. It's rank 2.
Oh,
Rank 2
okay. Well, if
plus
it
10.
yeah, if it's rank 2 plus your agility. And do you have talent in it? Yeah, I'll look at it right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Once it loads for me. Yeah, so that's a plus 3. Okay, so 13. 13 plus a D8 plus a D12. So, you got a 22?
Yes, I got a 22 for the stealth roll.
Stealth roll, you go over and begin to hide. And you hear the door slide open. And you hear this new Yorker say, hi. He's like, are you okay? You've been avoiding us a bit when we're doing our little, you're not really present there. It sounds like a female voice. Oh, sorry, Commander. I've just been feeling off a little bit. I feel like it's just being in space for too long, you know? I feel like I need a rest. Okay, well, just get ready because we're going to be heading off as soon as we get to Rento, okay? Apparently there is going to be there's going to be a report from this squadron that we're meeting. Okay, sounds good. I'll see that I am better by the time that we land, okay? Okay. Alright, just keep me informed. Any updates? Sounds good. You hear the door slide closed. Okay. With that, Dr. Cal, I know you've been sending me messages, and I have not been really trying to. I've not been paying attention.
I haven't sent you messages. I've been using one message as a board to help me figure this out.
All right, tell me.
I got it.
Tell me your thought process.
Okay, so if you look over down here, MSR Thadian, at visual aid for puzzle.
Okay.
This is what I've been getting at. And as far as I can tell, I think I found the missing numbers. This is the only way I can see them interact because there is these patterns with the 4 numbers.
Okay.
Of course, there's the 676, which I just removed from the bottom half because it makes it easier. But 2 of them almost appear backwards in the sequence, and it's been throwing me off. Because I see a sequence, but 2 of them are backwards in that sequence, and it's...
Mm-hmm.
But that can't be right, because 2 of them are the same, but backwards combinations of each other. And then there's the bottom half. God, dude, I know it's right there, and I've known it since I've seen it that like I'm almost there. Something's not clicking, and I don't know what it is.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
are you going to try to input any numbers, or try to press one of the buttons? Because you have not pressed a button yet. You've just been trained to calculate this in your head.
Dr. Cow goes over to the first one he's messed with, and it has numbers underneath it, right?
The very first one.
Yeah.
The 5. So the 562767949258119.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a button.
It has a button to it.
And what happens when I press the button?
You go and press the button. As you press the button, you see it begins to drain. And the liquid within the tube begins to drain down, all the way to the bottom until you see a body there.
What
And
body?
the body looks like Montezelic.
Proto's in another one of these tubes, unconscious, right?
Yes. He's in the tube that says 562767119 and no other numbers after it.
Yeah. After that one, it doesn't do anything with the Montezelic, right?
No. But as you stand there and you look at it, it looks strange. Roll me a perception check.
Roll a perception check.
Sorry,
Oh
everyone.
my
This
God,
is a
that's-
longer session just because there's a lot more to it than.
There's a puzzle. And I'm not good at puzzles in real life. 18. 18. Can you believe that's a crit fail?
You notice a slight difference in the skin tone from the last time you saw Montezelic.
Okay. What happens if I press the button again?
You want to press the button again?
Yes.
You press the button again. As you press it, you see the tube slides open, and you see Montezelic's eyes open up
Okay, no.
and look down
I
at
have
you.
no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how to do this fucking puzzle. I tried. I tried so fucking hard. I tried so fucking hard. I can't. I can't, Matt.
As he looks down at you, you see he just stares at you.
Okay, that didn't work. I doubt you're the one I'm looking for. Good. It's just looking at me?
It is just looking at you.
I don't understand. This isn't a puzzle, it's something else. I kid you not. Like, what am I supposed to do with these fucking numbers, man?
Maybe you're thinking about them too hard, like you're supposed to solve something with them, or maybe they're just there for a reason.
The Monty isn't saying anything to me, right?
No, hasn't said one word to you.
I go over to the one to his left and I press the button.
You go over to the one to his left, you see his face moves with you and keeps staring at you. And you press...
I know you're alive, whatever you are.
You press
and I press the button.
You press the button, you see it begins to drain. Another Montezelic is there. This one has a slightly different deviation to his eyes.
Dr. Cal goes to the next one, sees if there's anything. I don't know what I'm doing.
You go to the next one.
Yeah.
Another Montezelic appears. Another slight deviation.
Yeah. I go to the next one again. It's...
Alright, the next one.
Yeah.
Another Montezelic. And then the next one you go...
is Proto.
The next one is Proto, but this deviation is in his fingers. It looks like he has 6 fingers.
Mm. Last one was eyes, right?
Yes.
First one was skin.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second one?
No, the second one. The second one was eyes. The third one was it looked like his body was a bit larger. His torso was thicker.
Okay, and then there's Proto for no apparent reason.
Yep, there's Proto. And then there's
And
one
then I
with
go,
zero.
Yeah, I pressed the thing on that.
You press the thing on it as it begins to empty out. As it empties, you see what looks like a... You don't know what it is. It's a creature of some kind.
Can you describe it? Or does it not have physical form?
It seems to not have a physical form entirely. Please roll me a...
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
does it remind me of almost the way, like, you look at Allfather and he looks kind of like every Nugonian? It just doesn't really look like something.
Roll me an... Do you have the energy knowledge?
I do not have the energy knowledge.
Okay.
Straight will?
Yeah, straight will.
Straight will? That's an 8, so that's 19.
You look at this creature. It looks like this abomination. It almost has Nugonian features to it, but also it is massive. It is large. It is probably about 12 feet tall inside this
I
tube.
think I know what this is as a character, but Dr. Cal doesn't know what it is.
You see it has multiple arms.
I know what this is, yeah. Dr. Cal doesn't.
And it looks down at you. And then
I don't know what you are, big fellow, but I'm not releasing you.
Why, hello there, Dr. Cal.
Monty?
You
What
hear behind you. And you look over.
I thought you had the puzzle for me. Something else?
You look over towards the Monty that you had opened the tube for.
Uh-huh.
And he steps up to you with a smile. I see.
I thought the big one was talking.
No.
No, that's Dr. Cal saying that.
Yeah. Well, Monty's like, oh, no.
These...
You like your experiments, I like mine.
Are you... all of these?
All of these?
Well, I mean, they all look like you. They all say Monty on it.
Yes, because
What's up, that?
it is my experiment, Dr. Cal. And he looks over towards Proto.
That one is the one I'm confused on. You do something with Proto when I wasn't looking? Or did Vinton?
Oh. Well, I did do something.
Does that have to do with that strange green liquid that was all around the laboratory?
I suppose I haven't told you.
Told me what?
Well, I don't know if I want to tell you exactly. I do know
Well?
that You have a connection that I seek.
Oh, Allfather?
No.
Or the other one?
The other one.
Talking about the kinetic?
Yes. Perhaps I can meet this kinetic.
I mean, as far as I know, he's just out in the quantum realm. Allfather kind of guided me towards him in a weird dream. I ended up there somehow.
Are you curious how I and others are able to do the things that we're able to do with our probing abilities?
I mean, I'm curious, but I doubt you'll just tell me outright.
Would you like to learn?
I would like to know how you do it. I don't know if I necessarily want to learn.
And he stops for a second and then looks at you and is like,
That's more my brother's style.
yes, your brother.
Is he still mushifying primes?
He is doing work for me.
What was it you were trying to do with him? Was it
You
trying to
know
make him
nothing,
into-
Dr. Cal. Don't try to assume that you know.
Sorry, Matt. This is character question because I honestly can't remember. Didn't Dr. Cal see those guys almost form into Nugonians?
Yes.
Okay. I was just double checking. I was making sure that wasn't just meta knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Cal's like, weren't you trying to make them into Nugonians? I think they were like Kargareth or something. It was a strange vision. Horrifying one.
You think that's horrifying?
Well, the way you did the experiment. Horrifying.
I did not perform the experiment. I just gave the order.
The way my brother performed the experiment. Horrifying. It was inefficient.
Oh, I know.
An entire space, an entire...
That was the point, Dr. Cal. You see, he walks up to you. Is like, look at that creature right there, and he points towards the abomination that you see.
Almost looks like one of us in a weird way.
It is.
What?
And he smiles at you.
That doesn't look like any Nugonian I've ever seen.
Oh, that's because it was dead.
What do you mean, was? Oh, that thing's alive again?
And he walks up to it. Is like, it requires DNA. A specific type of genome. And he looks at you and with a maniacal smile.
I don't know if I like that smile. Oh my god. Dr. Cal, what type of DNA you need? Yin? Only...
It's not complete. And he looks at you, is like, I need you to come back, Dr. Cal.
Why would I go back?
Because I need to finish my experiment. Begins to
And
walk
you-
over towards you.
And you need my help to do that experiment.
I do.
Why does your experiment rely on some random computer nerd
Oh,
instead of one of your tetherers?
because you have the blood I seek.
My father?
Bingo.
Why can't my brother?
Your brother is not. Does not have the same DNA as you.
What's special about me DNA?
You're an exact match. You were born from a yin. I need
Wait, you need my father?
Oh no, I already have him. He's right there. And he points back at the abomination.
Sorry. Dr. Cal is just kind of looking. I thought he died.
He did. He's just...
It's just what's left of him?
He needs you. Cal.
And what would I get for coming back and helping you with this experiment, besides possible death?
Power and resources beyond your wildest belief. Technology that surpasses all limitations that you've never dreamed of. He stares at you, he's like, what do you think? How do you think Venton knew about all of that? All of the things going on with TL, Proto. And he looks over towards Proto. What do you think is going on through that mind of Proto's? And then he stares back at you.
I'm not entirely sure. Was it architects or something else?
If you want to know more, return back. You'll be safe. Just don't come back with any sub-pures.
Oh, you mean Caliber. What's the point of coming back? As I said, apparently you have my dead father. What do you want from me?
Your blood.
That's it? That's all you need? You tethered to my mind for my blood?
I need all of it, Dr. Cal.
Oh. Why do you need all of my blood?
So that you can become stronger.
You mean die? Sounds like a good way to die.
I thought you were smarter than this. You see, he looks down. Either you come back, or your brother brings you back.
Well, it's a compelling offer that is me giving you all of my blood for our question mark, or my brother drags me back streaming. You know, I'd rather take my chances out here. I don't necessarily trust you. I have no real assurance that I'll be safe. You hold all the power here. I'm not just going into your domain.
Very well. Watch your back, Dr. Cal. If that is what you choose to do. But the door is always open if you wish to walk through it. You suddenly wake up. You're restrained. You feel your body is weak. And you hear, "Oh, doctor, he's awake."
Did I gain any energy back from that?
No.
God damn it.
You see the doctor comes over. It's like, are you all right? I am Dr. Dresden. I've been treating you. Yeah.
Monty wants all of my blood.
What?
Monty wants all of my blood for some reason. He has like a big monster or something that he apparently made out of my father's corpse. Did I just have a drug trip? Did you put me on anything that causes hallucinogens?
No, I did not. You were standing on a bed and miming like you were doing something. And Proto's like, "Monty wants your blood because he has your dead father?"
He says he's like Frankenstein my father's corpse into something.
Well, I mean, that sounds like me, honestly. And Proto looks around.
Oh, speaking of you, he seems to have another connection to you, so that's concerning.
A connection to me?
You are in there. Your unconscious body was next to the Frankenstein that was my dad.
Huh. Maybe you might need to probe me then.
What were the numbers again? 562767119. Had like a serial number on you.
You say that?
Yeah, I said that out loud. Oh, the chill word.
As you say that,
Oh, no.
you see... I would like you to roll me a perception check real quick.
Frodo kills me. Oh, fuck. And that's a 1, 12 plus 6. That's an 18. Crit fail.
His eyes widen. You can see the silver in his eyes glow for a second. And he looks over towards the doctor. And Dr. Dresden looks at him and is like, what's wrong? It's like, leave us.
Oh, I'm talking with someone else now, aren't I?
And Dr. Dresden is like, I need to check his vitals to make sure that everything is okay. Leave us now. And he's like, all right. And then he begins to leave the room. The door opens up. Opening up in the door, Caliber, you see the door opens up to the med bay as you have headed back, and you see Dr. Dresden leaving the chamber. A little terrified.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
doctor. Where are you going?
The Proto inside there is wanting me to leave. I don't think you should go in there.
I am going to walk in there anyways.
You walk up. It's like, I don't think you should go. You open up the door. As you open up the door, Proto is standing before you, Dr. Cal, and looks at you.
Yep.
And then grabs onto your neck as you are still restrained. And the door slides open, and you see the Redicon standing there, and Proto looks back, is like, leave us now. What do you do, Caliber?
Without skipping a beat, I'm going to quick draw the pistol and fire one shot straight into not Caliber, but straight into
Dr. Cal.
You go and grab the pistol, and you go to fire it as you go to fire the tech revolver right at him. We're gonna end the session there.
I said the activate word, didn't I?
Clearly.
That was a long session. That was a long one.
That was.
Especially for the fact that we didn't actually see the interesting part, which is what happened to Proto.
Yeah. But yeah, that a lot happened in it. A lot of information coming up. Plot thickens.
And did a little bit more than just thicken there.
But
my father is a corpse of a Gonian. I mean, meta knowledge.
But yes, thank you all for listening to the 19th entry of the Doctor. The next entry, we will see Proto face off against Caliber. As Proto it looks like Proto is trying to kill Dr. Cal. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Probably he's trying to get me back to Monty. That's my theory.
We will see. But thank you all for listening to the 19th entry of the Doctor. And if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power. End credits. I thank you for listening to the Doctor. Be sure to check out the official New Age campaign, now releasing here on the podcast and streaming bi-weekly Tuesdays on Twitch. A link will be found in the description of this entry. And if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.